Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we've got 3 mega boxes of the new 2026 Topps Heritage Baseball. I've been waiting on these for a couple weeks now. I saw a few videos on how the megas seem to fare a little bit better than the hobby boxes. So I figured I'd pick up a few and try my hand at them and see what I can get. I've only opened one box of this so far, and it was a blaster box that I picked up at my local Walmart. It was the last one on the shelf, and everybody knows the rule. You never leave the last one on the shelf. When I opened it, I didn't open it on camera, obviously, but I did pull a nice relic, and then I was surprised by a red ink auto also that I was not expecting either one of them to come up, let alone both in the same blaster box. So that was a fantastic surprise. We're going to try these mega boxes and see how well we can do with these. Not expecting too much because, I mean, it is retail after all, but it is Topps Heritage, one of my favorite products, and I'm going to be building the set like I always do. So we're going to go ahead and get to ripping. We got 3 boxes, like I said, and we're going to start with box number 1. We'll start with that one. All right. So, all right, here we go. Box number 1. So for these megas, as you probably guys already know, I'm going to set these off to the side for a second. As you may already know, we're looking for the exclusive red and red bordered parallels for the base cards, and then the silver sparkle parallels for the chrome cards. And then you get 17 packs per box, 8 cards per pack, for a total of 136 cards. There haven't been too many inserts, which is fine because I don't really do the master set, but I am going to be trying my hand at the short prints and all that stuff, which everybody also knows that short prints are just scattered throughout the checklist this year. Usually they have them either at the beginning or at the end of the set, but Topps decided that they wanted to keep us guessing this year. So I'm not going to spend too much time looking for short prints or anything like that. I don't have them memorized either, but I'll go through afterwards and sort them out, and then yeah, hoping to get some really nice cards out of here. Let's see. I'll set these right here. Let's get to ripping. Pack 1. Let's see what we got. So we got a Julio Yastrzemski. Looks like we're going to have a red border of Sonny Gray. Nice color match for the team there. And a Christian Moore rookie. I'll go ahead and separate the There's Drake Baldwin on the rookie cup there. Churio, Bo Bichette, and Yu Darvish. Nice base pack. Let's see. Looks like we're going to have our first silver. We got Rafael Devers. And our first silver is going to be Matt Shaw. That's a pretty good one. So with Bregman coming over, I'm not sure what that entails for Shaw necessarily. How long is he going to be on the team? Is he going to make it to the trade deadline or past? Who knows? So we do have an insert in here. And it's going to be Willie McCovey. I believe this is the Ready in Action. Yep, Ready in Action insert set. So we'll set that right in there. Next pack. Oh. Volpe. There's Ellie. And not much going on in there. See if we can pull some of the big rookies that we're looking for too. It'd be nice to get them in a parallel, whether it be the in a chrome or in a sparkle. Even a red border would be nice. Jose Ramirez and Dansby Swanson on the. It's kind of, I like that. I like the throwback uni. And then Matt Shaw. Nope. Saw a good name on the back. It's one of the big rookies we're looking for. There's Marcelo, Otto, Jake, and Jacob deGrom on the red spark, or on the silver sparkle, sorry. And then Jacob Mizorowski. I'll throw him in the good card pile right over here. Next pack. I'll zoom in just a little bit. There we go. Oh. So these packs open up really easily, almost a little too easily actually. And then they like to cling on to stuff, so with the static charge on them. So we got a chrome coming up, Michael Taylor. Not too familiar with him, but it is a chrome, so we'll go ahead and set that aside. Carlos Correa. There we go, the Cy Youngs. Skubal and Skeens. Skeens did not have a great outing on opening day, but I also don't think it was entirely his fault. He didn't have much defensive help on that game, really. Yamamoto, Brian Wu, and rookies Karos, Prieto, Winkler, and Bernabeu. Another red border. Rodriguez, Dylan Dingler, and red border of Grant Taylor on the rookie. There's another good one. Bubba Chandler on the rookie. Record breakers on the Cal Raleigh. I'll say him over here. Ketel Marte. Jackson Merrill. And our silver sparkle of Mike Tauschman. And then Davis Schneider. Kind of slow in this first box. Hopefully we can pick it up here in a little bit. Harrison Bader, Zach Geloff, Trey Sweeney, Hamilton, and Moncado. I don't even know how to begin to pronounce that. There's Cags. It'd be nice with some ink on it. Hopefully we can get one of those. That'd be dope. So I'll set him aside. And then the rookies of Drew Gilbert, Corona, Justin Dean, and Tristan Peters on the red. And then Ezekiel Tovar. Last 4 packs of the box 1. Looks like Siegler. Gunner. Ha-Seong Kim. And then for the Brewers, there we go. How about Mizorowski on the Silver Sparkle? Looks like we're just going to have a chrome in this one. There's Roman Anthony base rookie. So we hit both of the big name base rookies, so that's good. Lane Thomas on the chrome. And Aroldis Chapman on the base. Last 2 packs. Brooks Baldwin, Cody Clemens, Carson Williams, Moises Ballesteros, and then David Bednar on the chrome. So we got 3 chromes on this one. All right, last pack. We do have a refractor. That's not a bad way to finish. Box number 1. Trey Turner, Austin Riley, Mike Trout, Chris Bryant, and Gavin Lux on the back. For the Braves, we're going to go Austin Riley on the refractor. We'll go ahead and get a sleeve on him. I don't think these are numbered. No, not numbered, but nice chrome refractor. Let's finish off box number 1. Set the space aside. All right. Box number 2. So no autos, no mims in box number 1, which is kind of what I was expecting, honestly. Some people get some really nice boxes. Maybe my luck was all in that blaster that I opened on off camera. But either way, I'm still looking forward to enjoying this set, putting this set together. Oop, bump the camera. Go ahead and throw these up in the slots, actually. Free up some space on the table. All right, box number 2, pack 1. Here we go. Seiya Suzuki. I'm going to start getting some doubles now. Jarren Duran. Slide these over. Yeah, like I said, not too many inserts in the get pulled out of this, so we only got 1 in box 1, so it's a little bit less than I was expecting from last year, but all right. Let's see. I will check and see if there's any image variations or anything from time to time. Luke Keyshaw on the cup card. Sal Perez. For the Diamondbacks, Jordan Lawler on the Silver Sparkle. And then Brendan Donovan, who's now playing for Seattle. All right, looks like... So I don't know what the difference is. That one's a black bordered. I'll check that here in just a second. I don't think it's anything special. Is that an image variation? It is an image variation. All right, so there's a image variation of Francisco Lindor. There's Bobby Witt on the ready in action. And then Dylan Beavers on the rookie. So at least we got an image variation. And you can tell, because it says right here, image, right next to the number there. So we'll throw that up there. There's Kurtz. This one eluded me in all my Topps high numbers last year. So I need to probably go buy some singles of the short prints that I didn't get to pull. 3 base packs off the bat. Finally a red border coming up. And it's going to be of Joe Rock, Carson Seymour, Elvis Alvarado, and Alan Rangel on the red. Let's see. And Jordan Walker. All right, another Silver Sparkle coming up. Chase Burns. And it's going to be Josh Hader on the Silver Sparkle. And Matt Olson to round out the pack. There's an Ellie. Michael Taylor on the base and Ryan Weathers on the chrome. Gold Reagans. Looks like we got another chrome in this one. Chris Sale, Clayton Kershaw, Alec Burleson on the chrome. And Bryce Eldridge on the rookie. Bryce Terang. Here's our chrome refractor. Drake Baldwin again. Alcantara. Andrew Vaughn. Jack Leiter. Open the back. Chase Dollander. And then Kenley Jansen on our refractor. Should be about halfway done by now. Wyatt Langford, Will Smith, Max Muncy, there's Cam Smith, and then Austin Hayes on the Reds, red border, and Dane Myers. Red Roman Anthony would look sick, I think. Ryan Jeffers, Shane Bieber, Zach Gallen, Ryan O'Hearn. There's Jordan on the back. And the red, Kadai Senga. Do they do any variations or short prints on parallels? I'm not sure. Down our last 5 packs, box number 2. Still looking for a hit. It's JC, Jack Flaherty, and Yu Darvish on the silver. Sparkle. There's Kyle Tucker, Sal Frelick, Kyle Freeland, Cole Wilcox on the chrome, and Lawrence Butler on the base. All right, last 3. There's a Shohei. I believe this one is a short print. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. There we go on the earn run average. And then another leader's card of Judge and Trey Turner. There's Schwarber, Kowser. Yep. Last 2 packs. Mason Wynn, Stephen Kwan, there's a Judge, and Andrew McCutchen on the back. For the Tigers, pitcher, Reese Olson on the red. All right, final pack, box number 2. Pete Alonso, record breaker, PCA, Sal Stewart, Brady House on the rookie, and Christian Moore. That's a good one. That's a good rookie to get. Fortunately, he didn't make the opening day roster, but I think he'll be up in the bigs in no time. So here's box number 2. All right, let's round it up with box number 3. I'm hoping that this means something special. Be a little rough to open 3 boxes of megas and not get any hits, but again, not what I was expecting. Yep, let's just make a mess. There we go. Dump them all out. Okay, let's try this again. Box number 3, here we go. Don't have anything to put on there yet, so I'll move this base stack out of the way. Freddie Freeman, Julio, Kate Horton, Brandon Lau, Churio, and turn back the clock. 10 years ago. Who's that? Beltran, yep. And Strong. There's Big Christmas. Ellie again. Tyler Stevenson. And Evan Carter. There's a good rookie on the back there. Edwin Diaz, Jacob Young, and Johan Duran on the red. Nice color match. And then Kyle Teal for the White Sox. White Sox haven't been doing too great, but they haven't been all that great for the last few years anyway, so we're still building. This one feels a little different. There's Bobby, J-Ram, Marcelo, and then on the silver is Johan Mancado, Royce Lewis. Corbin Carroll, Mountcastle, Yuri Perez, and hey, here we go. Chase Burns, Chrome rookie. Trey Savage. Put that right there for a second. Get that one all sleeved up. That one looks pretty good. It's a little off-centered right to left. I believe this is another short print, number 276. I'm not entirely sure again, so I'm not going to bore you guys too much with it. Yamamoto, Waldrop, and Marte. There's Dylan Dingler. Chandler again, Raleigh again, Kyle Isbell, and then red rookies of Ryan Ritter, Bryce Matthews, Chad Stevens, and Devaney. And then here's the original. So here you go. Here's the base. There's the image variation. So you can see that side by side. I love this product. I love the Easter eggs in this product. You can't. Hold on, correct my mess. I like this because you don't have. I mean, you have to sit there and actually take time with the set. You don't. You get to just burn through it and be like, well, that was fun. You actually get to go through it once and then go through it again to see if you got anything special. And then if you're like me and you like putting the sets together, here we go. Ezekiel Tovar on the silver. Here's our chrome refractor. Slide that to the back. Weisenhunt, Jackson Merrill, Mike Trout, Chris Bryant. And for the refractor, we're going to be Rockies, Hunter Goodman. Parker Meadows on the silver refractor, or silver sparkle. Right, down to our final 6 packs or so. Let's see if we can pull a real one. Rafaela. Alejandro Kirk for the Blue Jays. And then Jackson Holiday. Max Fried, he's killing it right now for the Yankees versus the Mariners. And then Mike Schmidt on the ready in action, and Cole Young. I think that one also might be short print. All right, last 4 packs. O'Neal Cruz, the reason why he got chased. Robbie Ray on the red. Looks like we might be getting skunked. Record breakers, Riley Green, Jack Caglione, and then Sanchez on the silver sparkle, Junior Caminero. Last 2 packs. Brooks Lee, George Springer, Hae-Sung Kim, Suarez, Roman Anthony, Byron Buxton on the chrome, Owen Casey on the rookie. All right, last pack. Thank you guys for sticking with me this far. If you want to see me open up some more, go ahead and leave me a like and a follow, a thumbs up, a message, comment, subscribe, all that. Let's see. Pena, Carson Williams, Ballesteros, and then Vlad on the chrome. And Freddie Peralta. Well, not exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping to get at least 1 hit out of 3 boxes, but beggars can't be choosers. And like I said, that blaster box that I opened was way more than I should have got anyway. So I guess it just evened out. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.